Hey friends, it's Shereé, and today I'm going to be sharing with you some fun spring fabrics and also some patterns that I plan to sew up using these fabrics. But first, if you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you are a returning person, thank you so much for your continued support. It means so much to me. All right, let's get into this video. Friends, it is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to you that are mothers, and for those of you who have mothers, take a second to thank them for life, okay? Because without mothers, we would not be alive, okay? So today I am celebrating myself, and I'm very excited about that, okay? All of my cleaning happened yesterday so that I can just do the things I want to do today, and one of those things, friends, is to play with my fabric. That's right, I buy my fabric, I drool over it, I pet it, I play with my fabric, okay? If fabric was a toy, would be my toy of choice, okay? So I'm gonna share with you the things that I've been picking up over the last couple of months and what my plans are for those. I'll tell you where I picked up the fabrics and why I chose them. Let's get into it. All right, so the first two fabrics I'm going to share with you are from Finch fabric. I love Finch fabric. They often have some really cool designer dead stock fabric at an amazing price. And one day I stumbled upon a couple of really great pieces of fabric that were into the bulk sale fabrics, and I'm so thrilled that I stumbled on them, and they're gonna make the most perfect dresses, but the price was just amazing, okay? It was such a good deal. So I couldn't pass them up. This is a rayon challis fabric. It has a beautiful black background and it has blue, orange, pink, and white flowers all over it. I do want to point out that all of my fabrics are neatly folded and I will not be shaking them out for you. So hopefully you know what a rayon challis drape's like. Next time, I promise I'll try to film before I fold my fabric and put it away. Next time. Anyway, this particular fabric is very soft and drapey. I got 3 yards of it. It is going to be the most perfect S8875 simplicity, S8875, and I'm going to make this version here in the front. I love this version because it has a pleated sleeve and it has this really great ruffle at the bottom of the dress. It also has buttons down the front. I just think that's going to look so beautiful in this dress for spring. All right, the next thing that I picked up is another rayon challis, another end of the bolt. This one is actually 4 yards, which is really great because it gives me extra yardage to play with. For this one, I actually am going to use a new pattern that I just picked up and shared with you all. It is a Mimi G pattern, and it is, let's see, Simplicity S9550. And I actually hope to make both the crop top, the shorts, and the long skirt. I'm hoping that 4 yards is enough for that. I know I will be taking up some of the length on the long skirt version, so I'm thinking that if I have the shorts and the skirt, depending on what the temperature is like outside or what I'll be getting up to, I can kind of like pair the shirt with either bottom depending on how I feel. So if I have enough, it's going to be such a great 3-piece situation. So I love this rayon challis. It's so soft and drapey and it's gorgeous. It has so many different flowers on it that are kind of layered on top of each other. We have some gray, white, pink, yellow, and like a mustard color. I just love this fabric so much. I think it's going to be fantastic, okay? The next two fabrics I picked up from fabric.com. These are also rayon challis. They do feel a bit different than those, though I will say that these feel a bit more drapey, the ones from Finch fabric. These are also drapey, but they just don't feel quite the same. This particular fabric here is actually an art gallery fabric, and I'll give you a little close-up. You have seen this print on my channel before. I had this in a gorgeous cotton before that was from Nice Cosas, and I made a skirt and a scrunchie out of it. I love the print so much that I had to find it in a rayon challis so that I could make a beautiful dress. So the dress that I hope to make it out of is Mccall's M8104, and it's this one here. It's the short version. I love that it has this flutter sleeve as well as this skirt ruffle on the bottom, and it's a shorter dress, so it'll stop right at the top of my knees, which is perfect. And I just think it's going to be such a flattering fabric for this pattern. One of the things I like about this pattern, not only does it have these bursts of yellow on it, but it has these really beautiful butterflies. I just think it's the perfect spring fabric. So I'm excited to make that out of this pattern. Now, in addition to making that view, I want to make view C as well, which is the long version that does not have the sleeve ruffle, and it doesn't have the ruffle skirt on the bottom. It's just a long, flattering dress. And I'm going to use this particular fabric, which is a cotton and steel fabric. It's gorgeous. I believe it's called Winter Flowers. It's got this beautiful blue background, big pink splotches and little black flowers. It's just really pretty, and I think it's going to be gorgeous in view C. So that is my plan for this particular pattern. For quite a few of my patterns, I try to sew as many views as possible before moving on and saying, okay, I'm done with that pattern. I really want to get the most money out of my patterns by, you know, getting creative and using as many views as possible. So those two dresses are coming from that pattern. The next fabrics, friends, were, there's no other way to say it, they were dirt cheap, okay? They were so inexpensive, and I was actually nervous to purchase them because they were so cheap, but they ended up being really great fabrics. And so this first one is actually a shirting fabric, and it's 100% cotton. It's really soft and a bit drapey. It's actually considered to be a suiting, and it is gorgeous. It's a black gingham, black and white, and it's got a very tight gingham print. It's not the big gingham. It's perfect. I love it. It's 2 yards, and it was $3.40 a yard, which I didn't even know there were fabrics out there that inexpensive at this quality. So I was really excited to stumble upon that. And I thought that I'd pair it with the Mimi G Simplicity S9554. I'd love to make this shirt. I will make it the longest possible version with this amount of fabric that I can. I think it will be so great paired with some black faux leather leggings or just some regular leggings or black skinny jeans. It can be paired with tennis shoes or heels. I think it's going to be a cool shirt slash short shirt dress. So yeah, I'm really happy about this, and I still can't believe that it was $3.40. Amazing, okay? The next fabric that I got is also from Amazon, and it is, and when I say Amazon, I mean Amazon, I don't mean fabric.com. It is a gauze fabric, and I was very surprised. This was like $4 a yard, and it's a beautiful color. It is a bit sheer, but I plan to make something that's loose fitting and flowy, so it's not going to cling to my body and you won't be able to see my undergarments, I don't think. But I think it will be really great. I got 3 yards of this to make the crop from this pattern, right? But to pair it with the skirt from New Look N6722, because I love this wrap skirt. It requires very little notions, a little elastic in the back, and then it's a tie front or a tie side. I think it'll be really pretty in this gorgeous gauze fabric. I've never sewn with regular gauze fabric. I only have sewn bubble gauze, so it's double layered, it's spongy, and I feel like you can get away with not having a lining when you sew that fabric. This is definitely not as puffy. It's a smooth weaved fabric, and it's like one layer. It's not like multiple layers on top of each other. So if my garment is form-fitting, then you'd probably be able to see my underwear if there's no lining. But because I'm going to do something loose and flowy, I think I'll be able to get away with using this pattern with this fabric. Now, I did consider making the crop that goes with this pattern. The only thing is that it requires a zipper, and I've never installed a zipper on gauze fabric before. If you have, and it was a pleasant experience or a nightmare of an experience, let me know what your experience was. That might sway my decision as to which crop I actually pair with the skirt. But I think I like the Mimi G one better only because it requires elastic and no zipper, and I think that it will play nicely with this fabric. Let me know what you think. The next few fabrics are from Stone Mountain & Daughter, which is another fabric store here in the Bay Area that I absolutely love. Now, when I saw this particular pattern that I'm going to share with you, I knew it had to be paired with a linen. It just had to, okay? It's the Sew House 7, the Wildwood wrap dress. And Michelle Sews Again recently made this dress, and I was like, girl, we are in the same wavelengths because I just bought this pattern, and it looks so great. So I can't wait to also make one. And I have chosen to make it out of this gorgeous linen fabric. Now, friends, I know it's bright and bold, and it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but hunty, it's my cup of tea, okay? I love it. It's called Avocado, and it is a linen blend fabric. It's so nice to the touch. It's substantial and weighty, so it doesn't feel like cheaply made. I just love it so much, and I have just enough to make this wrap dress. Initially, I thought I might save this fabric to make pants out of, but wouldn't this just be so fantastic? It's so fantastic, in fact, that when I decided to do this together, I thought this is going to be a one of a kind. No one will have a dress like this in this fabric. Went on Instagram, and lo and behold, someone has beat me to the punch. I don't know if they used this exact same fabric, but they definitely had a similar colored fabric paired with this pattern. We're just going to be twins out here in this world and hope we never run into each other, because that would be embarrassing or funny, I don't know. But I'm really excited to make this dress and in this fabric. The next fabrics that I picked up are actually designer dead stock fabrics from Stone Mountain and Daughter. I actually have picked up a few of their designer dead stock fabrics. I haven't shared them with you yet, but when I do, your mind will be blown, okay, because they're fantastic. These particular fabrics, I don't know who the designer was. The other one I do know, but I just love these fabrics. I don't know what type of knit because it's just labeled as a knit on their website, but it is more substantial and heavy and has really great recovery. It is not thin or anything like that. It's very soft to the touch. It's gorgeous, okay? So these are really pretty flowers. We have some, you know, forest green, olive green, yellow, black with a cream background. I'm gonna make a jumpsuit out of this. I think it's going to be a gorgeous jumpsuit, and I have decided it will be Butterick B6495, and that's this jumpsuit here in the corner. What I love about this particular jumpsuit is that it looks very sophisticated. It's a very beautiful, clean, comfortable looking jumpsuit, and also it only requires a little bit of elastic, so it doesn't require like a zipper or anything like that. So I am really excited to sew this up in a jumpsuit. What do you think? Do you think that's a good pairing? I think it's going to be a really good pairing, and so I can't wait to sew that one up. Now, I loved that print so much that I got the other colorway, and it is a gorgeous pink, yellow, and green with black and cream background. Now, I don't necessarily have a plan for this fabric yet, but I am leaning towards another Westcliff dress. Now, I will say that the other versions of the Westcliff dress that I have made, I made out of a more lightweight knit fabric, right? So I'm not sure how it will play well with this thicker knit fabric. I'm wondering what the pleating will look like on the bust, if it will be flattering or not. If you've made a Westcliff dress out of a thicker knit fabric before, let me know how it went. Did you like it? Did it gather nicely on the chest? Was it bulky? Let me know. I just think it would be so pretty, and it's one of my favorite patterns. So that's it, friends. Those are all the spring fabrics and pattern matchings that I picked up and that I was so excited to share with you. Let me know what you think about my plans. Have you considered making any of these patterns in the past? Have you made them? Did you enjoy them? Do you have any hacking tips or suggestions for improvements? I want to hear it all, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to my channel. Oh, and one last thing. The Create Room Mother's Day sale is still happening. So if you're interested in a dream box or a dream cart, now's the time to get that at a really great, reasonable discount. You can use my discount code, which is Shereé Thomas 30 MOM, to save yourself some money on any of the items in their shop that you like. I hope that you enjoy your sewing space as much as I enjoy mine. And if you're looking for inspiration, please look at other videos that I have posted about my sewing setup. All right, friends, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a fantastic Mother's Day and a wonderful week. Talk to you soon. Bye.